this month. He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Big Red. A-Train is out there with T. Then it's Q. And it's Montgomery in at the 4-man position. And for the Jayhawks, Mr. Fundamentals is out there with ABC. And there's the Bulldozer. It's Goose. And it's Dotson in at point guard. We're looking forward to the center matchup tonight, Doris. What do you expect to see from these guys inside?
Well, I think there's a requisite physicality in there, certainly. At the same time, there are greater demands on big men, Kevin, than we have ever seen before. Yes, they have to be rim protectors. Yes, they have to control the paint. But now those bigs are asked to defend in space, to guard on the perimeter. Kevin, you know this. That's a tall task.
Here's T, passes to Richards. Shot clock at 5. Here's Q. No good, shot missing. And it's the Jayhawks the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Garrett looking over the floor. Out to the right wing. Here's ABC. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Pass to Dotson. Releases. Float loose.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's A-Train. He's covered by Azubuike. A-Train, the pass to T. 6 on the shot clock. Here's A-Train. Rebound by Azubuike.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Dotson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Milwaukee.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
They grabbed their own miss. Here's Azubuike. The Jayhawks will have another go. Here's Garrett. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. 5 on the clock. The Jayhawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And the Jayhawks again can't hit. The Wildcats have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. The pass to Montgomery. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The shot that time, not on target.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
They now take the lead. Dotson's got the opening basket of the game for the Jayhawks.
And finally, somebody knocks down a shot. This has not been pretty thus far.
And the Wildcats call time here.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
I think there was no question they brought a level of physicality along with a tremendous work ethic, and it was why they were successful.
Here's A-Train. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
T, the pass to Q. Cuts off the pass. Here's ABC. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Here's Montgomery, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And the Jayhawks have possession. The Wildcats getting their last shot to go. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. 2 shots. Shooting 2. He's off on the first. A lot of opinions, Doris, on who may be named the coach of the year. When you look at the criteria for you when you're voting, what do you look at?
Well, obviously, you think about who has the best record. That's the first thing you look at. And what has contributed to that best record. But it isn't only about that, right? You have to consider, number one, what's the roster challenges that head coach may have had to overcome? Did he have to deal with any mid-season trades? There are so many things that go into making up a great year as a basketball coach in the NBA. So many things.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Pass to Dotson. Azubuike trying to break free. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Wildcats the other way now. Montgomery, the pass to T. Down low. Here's Richards, and it's blocked. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Another key contributor in that nice win against Milwaukee. Yep, that one goes in there. Here's A-Train. Pass to T. Poked away. Pass to Q. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. ABC passes to Dotson. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Here's ABC. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
And with the off right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Wildcats have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Richards passes to T. Just his first attempt. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And there's the pass to Azubuike. Here's Dotson. Throws it up high.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's A-Train. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's Richards, and it's blocked. Here's Mr. Fundamentals to the left side wing. Passes it to ABC. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Lets it go from 11. He gets that one. Mr. Fundamentals got his second basket of the night. The Wildcats have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. The pass to Richards. The pass to Richards. It's up a 3. Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
Absolutely tenacious pass. Stuck right on him defensively. Bothered that shot.
Here's Dotson. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Passes to Mr. Fundamentals. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the middle. Here's the break, and here they go.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's A-Train. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Over to the left wing. T, the pass to Richards. And here we go. The Jayhawks with a fast break. Punches the 3. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Great ball movement there.
And the Wildcats call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jayhawks. Smooth checked in for Mr. Fundamentals. Bottoms comes in for ABC. The Mavericks sub in for Goose. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. They need this one, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And this gives us a moment now to show you the rookies with the highest shooting percentage over the past 10 games. And you take a look at Azubuike, a great player, second in the league. And, of course, Big Red. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best. Pass to Bottoms. Got a hand on it. 55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brooks outside. The pass to A-Train. And it's blocked.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Moss. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Passes it to the natural. Pocket 6. Shoots from the block. He gets it in there. The Naturals got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Wildcats. Here's Dotson. 6 points for him. To the wing right side. Here's Moss. No good with the triple. And so it's the home team ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what stands out to you from the Jayhawks in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, ABC is out there with Maverick. Then there's Smooth. And there's the Bulldozer. And it's Bottoms in at the small forward position. Here's Dotson. Here's Bottoms. Pass to Moss. Here's Smooth. Here's the pass to Moss. No good on the three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Wasted no time on that one. Jay's got to get the first basket of the second quarter for the Wildcats. Jayhawks leading by 6. Dotson the pass to Azubuike. Passes it to Moss. And he banks in the layup. Maverick's got his first points of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Here's Azubuike. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Milwaukee. Moss, the pass to Azubuike. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in. And the Jayhawks lead by 8.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
A-Train, the pass to Richards. Here's A-Train. He's off on that one. And it's the Jayhawks the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And good that time. And now a 10-point Jayhawk lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Brooks after the basket by the Jayhawks. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got 7 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Jay. Here's Big Red. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The natural to pass to Brooks. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Moss. And there's the pass to Bottoms. They shoot again. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Wildcats have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's A-Train. Doris, there are these players whose wingspans exceed their height by 6 inches or more. They're called +6s, kind of a new term. Talk about that with the scouts look into those numbers.
Well, one of the things you like to have in a defensive player is length and versatility along with that length. So guys who maybe their size lists them at one thing, but that length enables them to guard a little bit differently. Guys like Kawhi Leonard, Draymond Green, Montrezl Harrell, those guys might be listed a certain size, Kevin, but boy, their length is problematic and makes them such exceptional defensive players.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jayhawks. Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Smooth. T comes in for Bottoms. ABC's checked in for Maverick. And it's Goose in for ABC. And then for the Wildcats, Jay's checked in for Big Red. is in for Brooks, and T subbed in for Jay. He hits the second from the line. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive number one pick, he's going number one regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Knocked away. Here's Garrett. And the Jayhawks again can't hit. 27% the offense is just embarrassing themselves. Here's A-Train. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Looking now at the numbers for ABC. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
First free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Garrett. Pass to Azubuike. It's deflected out of bounds. It'll go to the Wildcats. The Wildcats have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Montgomery. Here's T. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Azubuike's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's T. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mr. Fundamentals tries again. He dishes it to Azubuike. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Mr. So far in the game, he's 0-2 at the line.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One second.
Gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So they've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Wildcats call time here. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Here's A-Train. He has 5. Pass to T. Here's the natural. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the three. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Azubuike's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. T, the pass to ABC. And here's Azubuike. And the pass to T. Three-pointer. No good there. Around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Q. Misses the layup.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Garrett with the bucket.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's A-Train. Passes it to T. And they get it. That one falls.
Working against size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Here's Garrett. He's got 7. Pass to Azubuike. Here's Garrett. The 3. They get the rebound. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it showed.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's ABC, a 21-point lead, the biggest in the game, and that one drops for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
A-Train, the pass to Q. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. Pass to the natural. Here's A-Train. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And so here are the Wildcats after the basket by the Jayhawks. Takes the 13-footer. No good off the back of the rim. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Garrett. He's got 7. There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. From deep. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So it's the home team holding a very...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
2K checking out the Jayhawks. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break.
And that...
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So on the floor for the Wildcats. Jay out there with Big Red. Then there's A-Train. Then it's T. And it's Q in at the small forward.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Now the pass to Azubuike. He kicks it to Garrett. Here's ABC. 5 to shoot. Takes the 13-footer, and no good that time. And the Wildcats the other way now. Passes it to A-Train. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. We hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
Yeah. Both from the stripe. Jayhawks leading by 21. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Connects on the 9-footer. Mr. Fundamentals got 15.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on body.
Here's Big Red, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's A-Train. Pass to T. Shoots the three. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Kicked away. And here's the fast break. Here's Montgomery. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Here's Dotson. He's got 6. The pass to ABC. Misses from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Richards. The shot comes out, and it's the Jayhawks the other way.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Dotson. He feeds it to Azubuike. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. The Jayhawks have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. At the line for 2. That free throw, no good. Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Passes to T. There's the three. Kept alive. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Big Red's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Garrett. 7 points in the game. Pass to Azubuike. Here's Dotson. 6 to shoot. From downtown. A shot. No good. And the Wildcats the other way now. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's T, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It was such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it.
Take a break.
I would just tell young women, and times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Bottoms, he's checked in for ABC. Is no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
The pass to A-Train. Passes it to Montgomery. Off target from three-point range.
But he's got a paint stroke. That one almost dropped.
Braun and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
First free throw is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Wildcats have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Garrett. He's got 9. Pass to Dotson. Pass to Garrett. Azubuike trying to break through. Garrett's shot is off.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Q. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Azubuike's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Q. Rebound by Azubuike. Azubuike's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bottoms got 5 now. Gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the Wildcats call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Mavericks checked in for the Jayhawks. And then for the Wildcats, the natural is checked in for Jay. And Brooks subbed in for A-Train. And there's the foul. It's on the Bulldozer. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Stolen away.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
Here's Dotson. 6 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. Here's Garrett. It's deflected. And Brooks. There we go. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Garrett. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. I think it's leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. And the pass to Brooks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Garrett. He's got 9. And it's denied. Brooks, left side. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Q. No good on the triple.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Pass to Dotson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 17 points in the game.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Q passes to Richards. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And now the first timeout called here for the Jayhawks.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a nonstop parade to the foul line. And here's a look at some numbers for the National. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. He gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Here's Azubuike. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's Dotson. Fires from the line. Good. He hits the jump shot. Dotson Dotson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Now here's Brooks. Here's the natural. Out to Brooks. The three. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Azubuike's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And it's good. 2 points. Garrett's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And there's the foul. It's on the bulldozer. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
What's up?
ABC's checked in for Goose. Brooks, the pass to the natural. Here's Big Red. 4 on the shot clock. They swipe it. Here's Dotson. Can't get it to fall.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
T, the pass to Q. That's a floater go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Jayhawks leading by 20. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Dotson the pass to ABC. Back to Dotson. Azubuike trying to break through.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And so it's the home team cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been... We have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got ABC, Maverick out there with ABC. It's Mr. Fundamentals, and it's Azubuike in at the 5, down low. Here's A-Train. Teams, if they can keep the rights to their best player, we see it in other leagues, with the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now, in the player empowerment era, have more control about what franchise size they play for, and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Banked in off the glass.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That's no good. Miss number 5 against 14 makes. Swiped it away. Pass to Moss. There's the lob to the hoop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And great, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. There's the pass to A-Train. Just 3 to shoot. Misses off the left iron.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Yep, it counts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Dotson the pass to Azubuike. Here's Dotson. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's T. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Rush, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Here's Cowboy. He's guarded by Williams. Cowboy passes to Saunders. Passes it to Jay. Just 4 to shoot. It's blocked. And here we go. The Jayhawks with a fast break. And the shot goes in. And it's 7 points for Bottoms.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Doris, when you look at draft eligibility requirements, it is a very fluid topic with a lot of different ways it could go, a lot of moving parts. Where do you stand?
I'll tell you the truth, Kevin. I'm conflicted about this because I believe there is real value to the college experience. There's high-level coaching across the game at the collegiate level, but I also believe that young men who have talent should be able to, when they are eligible, decide when they want to become professionals. So, listen, I'm sort of in the middle. There are legitimate arguments arguments to be had for both sides. What I hope, regardless, is we get the best players in the league, and that's certainly going to happen whenever it happens.
Williams for 3. That shot missing. Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jay, the pass to Cowboy. Outside Hill. Pass to Saunders. Here's Cowboy. Lets it go from deep. With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Garbage Man's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Smooth. Misses from close range.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Pass to Jay. Now the pass to Saunders. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Pass to Bottoms. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have 2 candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Here's Jay, and the 3 off target. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Bottoms. Williams looking around. The pass to Doc. Stolen. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Cowboy. Lays it up off the glass.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Big time play right there, showing the activity and ability to impact this game.
Williams passes to Bottoms. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doc. Here's Smooth. To stop the drought, he takes it up and lays it in. Smooth's got his first basket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pass to Saunders. Here's Cowboy. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now, not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Hill. That shot misses. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Passes it to T. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
At the line, T. at the line for two.
Two shots. Backs on the first.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Here is Garbage Man. Can't hit from in close. Outside Williams. And so the Jayhawks take the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved